Hello everyone, this is Dr. Abe with Abe Howell's Robotics and tutorial number 1. Today we're going to go through and set up our mbed compiler for Apeiros. Simply go to the mbed.org website, the developer site. We need to log in or sign up for a new account. For those of you that don't have an account, go ahead and sign up. I'm going to merely sign into my account. Once we're signed in, we can go on to the compiler right up here. Once you get loaded, you'll see that there's a program workspace. It lists all of the different programs that you've created. Mine has a bunch of programs here. Yours will be empty when you first sign in. One of the first things we need to do is tell the compiler to go ahead and select a device. When we go and compile, click the No Devices Selected button. We'll need to add a platform. It'll take you over to the platforms pages. Simply scroll down and find the F401RE. Here it is. Click. Now add to your mbed compiler. Once it's been added, you'll get a message says yes, it's been added to your account. Great. Go tab back to the compiler workspace and do a refresh. Still says no device selected. Once refreshed, it should say F401RE. There we go. Now if we want to create our first program, we'll go over to the New menu, select New Program. You have the option of selecting different platforms. We only have the F401RE, and that's what Apeiros has been designed for. We want to use a program template. We'll use the blinky LED to get started. And you have the option to change the name of the program. I'm going to say Apeiros Tutorial 1. Seems appropriate. Make sure you have the update this program and libraries to the latest revision checked. It'll go ahead and it'll create our program. It should show up in the workspace once it's been created. There we go. Should have a main.c++ file. And yes, we do. It's included the mbed header file. It's created a digital out object named myLED, and it's routed to LED1. There's a main routine. There's an infinite while loop. Turn on the LED, wait 200 milliseconds, turn it off, wait a second, and repeat. Not very interesting, not really applicable for our robot, so we need to go over to our original tab, type Apeiros, trying to get to the Apeiros class library. And what we can do is first we'll have to go ahead and copy the URL. We need to add the Apeiros class library to our program. So on the Apeiros Tutorial 1 folder, merely right click, and there is a import library function we'll be using, import from URL. Select that. So we'll merely paste the URL. It should already populate the name. The target path is within our Apeiros Tutorial 1. Update all the sublibraries, go ahead and check that, and now do an import. Once this is imported, we'll have access to all of the functions to control our robot. Now it's been added. Fantastic. Let's go back to the main routine. Everything is valid. We could compile, but we want to create the simple program here. We'll simply copy it from the Apeiros class page. Let's delete everything that we have in here now. Not very useful program. So here we have, it's included the Apeiros header file, and we're creating an instance of the Apeiros class. We're merely passing, here instantiates the USB to serial connection, and this is the left motor PWM offset, and this is the right motor PWM offset. They merely instruct when the motors start to turn. This is custom for every robot. Motors vary. You'll tune this. We have the instructions in the PDF document on getting started. First, we need to tell the class to begin, so we've called Apeiros.begin, and we've created a while loop here. Within the while loop, it's checking to see if any serial data has become available. If it has, then it'll go ahead and parse that data. This is a valid program. It should compile. Go ahead and click the compile button. If successful, you should get a message down here that says yes, success. And then you're instructed to go ahead and either, you don't want to open the file, you need to save it. I typically do a save as. and I save it to my desktop. You can change the name here. I'm going to leave it as it is. Once saved to the desktop, I can go ahead and drag and drop it to my robot. I hope you guys have enjoyed tutorial number 1. I plan to create many more tutorials to follow on, help you guys with getting started with your robot and going on to more complex experiments and different types of programming strategies. Thanks again, and please visit Apeiros Robotics, abotics.com, for more information.